My downfall at the beginning was not shutting the up and listening to the people that knew what they were talking about. I had an ego so big, dude. I talk about being a sponge when you start. As you go through this journey, it's going to take time. It's going to be messy. The worst thing you can do is act like you know it, and then you actually don't.
I'd rather be sidelined trying to achieve greatness than watch greatness achieved and it only set on the sideline. Now introducing your host, Jacob Emery.
This episode of the Iron and Infrastructure Podcast is brought to you by R&R Pipeline Inc., an infrastructure company. Join our team today at rrpipelineinc.com. Welcome back to the Iron and Infrastructure Podcast. Today, I'm excited that we're finally releasing the first episode of Trench Talk, From Labor to Leader. And today, I want to talk about something very special, but I'm not just going to do it by myself. Here in a second, you're going to hear from an expert himself, Mike Pence. But first, we talk about ego to sponge. Don't listen with ego. Listen like a sponge. Absorb what's being said. Listen. The easiest way that I could think as far as a framework would go to make this be a truth, think about wait. Anytime you're not paying attention or you're getting ready to speak out of turn or interrupt somebody, wait. Why am I talking? There's a huge difference between hearing and then being active as a listener, where you're downloading the message that you're being told. So just think about it. Wait, why am I talking? This will show you how to actually listen by pausing, putting you second, not first, and then actually paying attention to what's being said and downloading that information so you can actually do something with it. Just be curious. Don't be ego-driven. Don't be a know-it-all. Stop with the ego part. The ego part is what got me in a lot of trouble when I was younger. I knew it all. I was the man. All this stuff that was being told to me to help me get better, I wasn't hearing it. So enjoy the episode. Check it out. Let me know what you think about the Trench Talk series, From Labor to Leader. Here we go.
Thinking about starting out in the industry, my downfall at the beginning was not shutting the fuck up and listening to the people that knew what they were talking about. I had an ego so big, dude. So I talk about being a sponge when you start. Like, what's the best thing someone can do with a shovel in their hand and an M7? They can be a sponge. That's kind of how I look at it. And I put this framework together just as, like, as you go through this journey, it's going to take time. It's going to be messy. The worst thing you can do is act like you know it, and then you actually don't. And I think that I've seen a lot of people get themselves either hurt or get themselves in bad situations because ego was too high and confidence was high for the lack of confidence. Like, they were not confident to do it, but the confidence was still there. There's a big difference between understanding and knowing and then actually doing well, being able to take on situations, figure it out. But it all really starts to me about that sponge. For you starting out, what was the big thing that you did or didn't do?
Well, there for a second, man, honestly, I thought you were reading my bio.
Okay, so it's relatable then.
Because the minute you said I never shut up, like, okay, yeah, ego, yeah.
Loudmouth, yeah. Like, knew it all.
Looking back, man, I tell you, my younger days, and even now, I am a tangible learner. I like to see it. I like to physically be able to do it. It helps my understanding. It makes it real. So when it's tangible, I can be a fast learner. The problem with being a fast learner is I learned something new. I should already be doing this full time. I should be promoted. I should have more money. I should get more money. I've been here for 10 minutes. I haven't blown up a house. I should be a supervisor. My supervisor's a dumbass because I don't understand the plan.
Preach it, brother. Come on, preach it.
Yeah, I mean, like, golly, of course I wish I'd have shut the fuck up. But you're trying to fit in with the boys. It's a pipeline. We're down in the ditch. We are a different breed. And anybody who's done it, transmission or distribution, they know. Like, we're not quite roughnecks, but we should have our own term.
It may not be roughneck, but it's pretty rigid. It could be a rigid neck. Right. I mean, damn, it's rigid, right?
Yeah. My best advice that I tell the guys today, and I wish someone just would have coined it this way to me: you have one mouth and two ears for a reason, and you also have two eyes. So watch what's happening. Listen to what we're telling you. use your mouth to repeat it back. That's when you ask a question.
Yes.
Hard, terribly difficult to do because I want to, Jacob, I want to work for you, man. I want to show you that you only have to show me one time and I got this. I'm going to be the best laborer
Yep.
you've ever seen in your life. I know which end of the shovel to use. I'm your guy. So you get that ambition and you get that, and I love it. I love it. You get that great energy. It's just misdirected and it pulls so much. For me, it pulled so much of I want to make my boss proud. You know, I was a young man. I know you were a young man when you started too. I was 19, you know, the foreman on the crew at the time was like, this is my big brother. I'm going to make my big brother happy. I'm going to be his guy. And the next crew was, the gentleman was even older. Now it's a dad figure. I don't want to disappoint this guy, you know, until they got so frustrated. Finally, they're like, look, stop asking, just stop. You don't know what the hell you don't know. And it's hard. Being able to not go too far off topic, being able to keep everybody grounded while remaining grounded ourselves. Because
Yes.
I will tell you, I fucked up so many times. There's not
Way
a
more than I
quantifiable,
didn't.
there's not a quantifiable number. To your point, I've lost more than I've won, right?
Mm.
And telling the guys, like, I have a group that I'm dealing with right now where we literally had the conversation this week, and it goes right to your trench talk. I'm advising you. And I don't give advice. I'm advising you because you're walking the same path I've already been stuck in.
Yep.
Watch where you step. You don't want to do this, this, and this because I've done it.
You drove
Some
down
people
a
are,
road, the bridge was out. You drove down it a second time, the bridge was still out, and this person's getting ready to drive down, the bridge is still out. Just hear me that the bridge is out when you get there. Like,
and there's a sign that says the bridge is out.
yeah, don't avoid it because the bridge is out. I tried twice. And
Yeah.
it's okay that you failed, and it's okay that you've had these learning lessons, but you keep going back and keep doing the same
Yeah.
thing over and over. Nobody can pull you out of that.